Good morning, it's Monday. We have a whole new week ahead of us. Many of you know me as a pastor of a church here in Reno, Nevada. But some of you also know that I like to paint. And I've even taught painting classes. In fact, when you see behind me these videos, these pictures are ones that I've painted over the years. Well, even though Mother's Day was yesterday, I want to tell you this story about a painting that I did some time ago and how it gave me an opportunity to make a point to a very unlikely audience. The painting was titled A Mother's Love. And when I created it, I had the idea of painting a whole series of animals, mother and child. I never really got very far with that idea, but I really liked how this one turned out. There's this unmistakable bond between these two that I really wanted to capture on canvas. But here's something about this painting that you may not have known, and pretty much all my paintings. I always sign my paintings the same way, with my name, and then the Christian symbol, the fish, below that. I've done this on nearly every single painting or drawing that I've ever done since I was very little. Well, one day about 5 or 6 years ago, I got a phone call from a publishing company in San Francisco. And they told me they had seen my painting, they loved it, and they wanted to use it on an upcoming cover of their Mother's Day edition of their magazine. Now, I don't want to mention the name of the magazine here because I don't have their permission to involve them. It's a highly respected publication in the Northern California area. And I was honored that they would consider to use my art as their cover. But during that phone call, they went on to say, there is one detail though. Most of our readers are not believers, and so we want to remove that little fish from your signature. Well, I've always put that fish there as a reminder to me and to others where my talent comes from, that my creative ability is a gift from God. I told them they absolutely could not remove that fish under any circumstances. Well, they said that if I wouldn't remove the fish, that they could not use that image. Now at the time I needed the money, and they offered to pay handsomely to use the painting. But I decided money wasn't the issue. For me, this is a matter of principle. Over the next few weeks, I lost track how many phone calls I received, including from their lawyers. Each time they upped the offer a little bit and tried to negotiate and deal with me to remove that fish, telling me how wonderful their audience would enjoy the painting, but they simply couldn't publish it with that Christian symbol on it. I stood firm. Even though I really wanted to get that painting published, that was a difficult decision. But I finally said to them, listen, you either use the painting exactly as it is, or you're not going to use it at all. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to deal, I'm not going to negotiate, and I'm not going to back down. They abruptly hung up on me, and I was pretty convinced that was the end of the deal. Well, about a month later, I got a phone call from the magazine company. They said they had just finished printing their entire magazine and the cover with my painting on it, and the fish symbol was still there. 300,000 people in San Francisco area saw that cover, and although I bet only a handful of them ever even saw it, they noticed there in the corner the reason that I paint, the miracle of the faith in God. You know, sometimes it's easy to cave in on our faith. We yield, we accept things bit by bit until at some point we as Christians have become so blended into the world that we no longer stand out as Christians. I know that they probably think of me as some sort of a religious fanatic, and maybe I am. But I just think there's some things in our world that are worth fighting for, and our faith should be one of those things. I believe that God honors and blesses that kind of faith. I pray that you have a blessed day today. Each morning, look to this Facebook page for more encouraging videos that'll help lift your spirits. And as always, I encourage you to leave a comment, hit that like button or that share button, and pass this video around to your friends. Thank you, and God bless you as you go through your day today.